Hey everybody, this is your girl Felicia. I wanted to come on here and give y'all my testimony Tuesday, and it's dealing with the spirit of offense. And I had to come on here and share my testimony with you guys because it's possible that somebody else is dealing or having the same feeling. So I just want to come on here and share with you guys what happened. And I pray that you be encouraged, and I pray that you don't allow that spirit to infiltrate. So a little background about me. I've been following the ghetto gospel since earlier this year. Like, I want to say around like February 2018 is when I started following this page. And I actually came across this page because I was looking on YouTube for videos on the Marine Kingdom. And, because ministries, out here don't talk about deep stuff like that. So I was on YouTube and I came across Brother Works. It was like a cinematic almost video. Like, it was amazing. Like, I thought, mind-blowing video. So anyway, that's how I came across the Ghetto Gospel Ministry, and I've been following them ever since. So recently, within the past 2 months, I expressed interest. Like, I went on the webpage, I reached out to them. I was like, I really want to support more, become a partner. I sent them an email, sent my address, and how much I was going to commit to, the whole nine. Right, so this was like 2 months ago I had sent that. So it was probably like a month and a half ago I had heard Brother Works and Sister Lioness. They called me. Like, they called me because at that point I was like, okay, it was just like a waiting period. I was just assuming it was a waiting period. So at that point, that's when they actually called me. And we had like a really great conversation. Like, it was all love. Brother Works, sealed it with a prayer. Like, it was all love. And the whole stint of that conversation, they were just like, we love you, thanks for reaching out. And they was telling me, pretty much, you're on board to be a partner. So and they were telling me, like, we're gonna send you out your welcome package and the whole nine. So time went along and I didn't receive any welcome package, right? So I'm thinking in my mind, like, well, maybe they, of course, busy. They have 2 sons, and they have a ministry outside of the YouTube ministry. So I was like, okay, well, they busy. So more time passed. So I'm checking my mailbox. I'm just like, I ain't get no package from me yet. I had texted Sister Lioness. Like, I texted her a few times, like, prior to that, and I know they busy, and she gets back. They do get back when they can. So I didn't hear anything. So on top of that, like, I didn't even receive my package, and then on top of that, I didn't hear any response from the text messages. So I'm like, okay. So then, the thoughts just started, manifesting in my mind. I'm just like, okay, well, Lord, are you telling me, is this a sign from you that maybe I shouldn't partner up with these guys? Like, just, how, like, just different thoughts kind of just pile on top of each other. And, that's why it's so true. God says, cast down every imagination, because these imaginations begin to multiply. Like, I didn't challenge them. I didn't test them. I didn't do any of that. And they just started to build. And it got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I don't even bump that. I don't want to deal with that. Like, I'm just going to totally disconnect myself from them. Because at this point, I didn't hear anything. I didn't receive anything. And then the icing on, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. When Brother Works started separating those videos. So then, because I had already expressed that I had wanted to become a partner, like, way before, like, God had led him to start separating the videos. So then he started separating the videos, and then I'm like, and and folks getting like a meaty word, and I can't even get like, I done told them that I wanted to be, you know, part of their ministry, you know, a long time ago. And now like other folks getting like all the good videos, and I gotta get, you know, what everybody else gets. So, the whole everything is just stirring up. It's just stirring up, and it just came to a head. I was like, you know what, Lord, this must be a sign. You don't want me to be a part of this ministry. So I hit the unsubscribe button, the whole nine. Like, this is real. Like, this is what I did. And so yesterday, I received the email. I received the email, and I read the subject line. And no, I read who it was from. It was like ghetto gospel. I'm like, so I opened the email, and it was, Brother Works saying, welcome to the family, like, God bless you, and it had the links, like different links to the videos, to the exclusive videos. And I'm just like, by this time, I felt horrible. Like, I truly, I felt horrible because I had allowed the enemy to just have me totally disconnect from this amazing ministry. Like, I was really at the point where I was just like, man, whatever. Like, okay. Like, that's where I was at. By this time, that's where I was at. And that's why I wanted to get on here and share this testimony, because there could be other people. If you're out there and you haven't heard from Brother Works or Sister Lioness, don't take it personal. Because, see, that's what I did. I took it personal. I had this offense, and I was holding on to it. I guess I was actually being like a little passive aggressive. Like, I didn't actually confront, like, come to them. I just disconnected from them until yesterday. Now, yesterday, when I got the email, because on and off I would try to call into the Thursday night Bible studies, but a lot of times it's hard for me to call in because I get up in the morning. But anyway, I called in last night. I said, okay, I'm going to put everything aside, whatever, I want to call in. Like, I want to really, get in. I want to get involved. So I called in, and sure enough, Brother Works was teaching a fire message. And then we got into the book of Acts. And then he got on when John Mark left, when the beef erupted between Barnabas and Paul about John Mark leaving, like flaking and then leaving at first. And Paul was like, nah, we not going to take him back. And when he started preaching on that, I was cut. You want to talk about, like, I was cut, convicted, because he was just, in a nutshell, he was just saying that, if you're going to ride, ride, you know what I'm saying? Don't be on the fence, and that's how Paul was saying, looking at the situation with Barnabas, like, he flapped before, he flaked before. We don't need nobody like that on our team. And he and Brother Works preached a fire message. And at that point, I was totally convicted. And that cut me. That was a slice. For real, that was a slice. And I went before God, and I repented just from the feelings that I had in my heart, towards this ministry, the feelings that I had in my heart towards them, because it was nothing but it was camouflage. Satan just camouflaged it. And I bit into the lie. Like, I believed the lie. So anyway, fast forward. That brings me to today. So, I was feeling convicted, and I reached out to Sister Lioness. I sent a message. I'm like, can I speak to y'all? Like, if y'all have a free moment, can you give me a call? So Sister Lioness, got back to me. She was like, we can't get back to you today, but how does Saturday, Sunday work, whatever. And I said, you know what? I just wanted to apologize to y'all. I just sent the text message. I said, you know what, I just want to apologize, because, and I explained everything, and I wrote, it was like a whole book text message, and they ended up calling me. Her and Brother Works ended up calling me, and I'm so grateful. Like, I'm so thankful that they called. One, because the air was cleared. Like Brother Works, he broke it down, communication wise, and it was ignorant of me. It was almost like selfish of me to not realize that it is just them two running this ministry. You know what I'm saying? Like, the demand that I placed it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a selfish thing, because they actually take the time to call back people, write back people, send packages to people, and it's just them. You know what I'm saying? And they have like over 11,000 subscribers, so I'm sure they're bombarded with emails, bombarded with phone calls, bombarded with shipping out packages to people. And here I was, just thinking about little old me. Woe is me. You know what I'm saying? So I was thankful that they called. I was really thankful that they called. And, everything was hashed out. The devil was confronted. The devil was destroyed. His plan was eliminated, was terminated. So I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for that. And I just wanted to get on here and share this so that, if somebody hasn't heard from them, to not be offended. To stay encouraged, because they're going to get to you. They're going to reach out to you. And I'm just so blessed for this ministry. I'm so thankful for this ministry. There's none like it. Like, it's its own kind. Its own kind. And I mean, we in the end times. Like, this is an end time ministry right here. This is a fire ministry. And I'm so thankful that God allowed me to find this ministry. So I'm just saying that to anybody out there. Don't be discouraged. Don't let the enemies creep in with the offense. Don't let them creep in with the offense. Brother Works, they called today. They ministered to me. It was a very good moment. It was a very good time. And we started with prayer and we ended with prayer. And I'm just grateful for those two. I'm grateful for Sister Lioness. I'm grateful for Brother Works. I am so grateful for this ministry. Like, this ministry is needed. It's needed. So anyway, the enemy is going to try to come in and cut you out, trying to come in and sabotage something, he's going to do it. And unfortunately for me, I let him in. I opened that door of offense and I let him in. So this is just to you guys out there, to not be offended. So I'm signing off. All right. Love y'all.